Hello everybody, welcome to Miscellaneous Diecast. My name is Evan. We got swap meet finds. Let's see what we got. So we just got home from the last swap meet. That video will be up very soon. We got a bunch of diecast, like a bunch, that I'm going to show you in this video. So let's start it off with some of the bigger stuff, and then I'm going to get into some Hot Wheels, and then some of the less interesting stuff. Because there's a lot of stuff that I got that's just old and beat up. We're going to start with this guy, 69 Chevelle from Jada. God, man, that candy apple red paint is beautiful. So she's a bit of a resto mod, as you can clearly tell. I mean, it obviously has some very unnatural proportions to it, but it all just kind of helps with that really resto mod-y vibe. Interior-wise, it's pretty basic. It's all black. I mean, there's a bit of dust in there that I just didn't clean out yet. I did give these cars mostly a good wash after I got them home. You can see we got chrome gauges in that on the dash with some stickers, which is really cool. I mean, we'll take a look at the other side, too. Oh, there's a fire extinguisher there. I never noticed that before, so it's a good thing we actually looked at the other side. Automatic? What? Take a little bit of a look at what's under the hood there. I have no idea what it is, but that is not factory either. 572. Man, that thing is cool. With some chrome and black detail. Wait. What did I just see? Look at the headers on that thing. The last thing to look at is the trunk. Oh, it doesn't open up very much, but you can see. Yeah, it does have a little teeny tiny trunk space. It's pretty cool. Let's grab another one. We got this guy. This is a 57 Chevy Bel Air. So this is what I would imagine a teenager would have looked like when they first got their hands on this beautiful car. I mean, she's factory rims and everything. The engine sure looks factory as well, so she's probably not putting out a lot of horsepower. Yet they still decided to jack it up in the rear, slap some flames and that on there, and a big old hood scoop. I don't know, it's kind of weird looking. I kind of dig it at the same time. But that's what came to mind, is a teenager's first 57 Bel Air. Trunk space is, you know, the same standard thing, just a big black area. Oh, there's some cars here. We'll see those in a minute. Interior is pretty basic. We got a bench seat. We got a chrome shifter. Haha, manual. Let's grab another one. Here's another Jada Toys one. This is a 56 Chevy Bel Air. If you know me, which I hope you don't, because that would be creepy, I really like bright colors, and I love chrome. This doesn't have any of that. All the trim is black, the mirrors is black, around the windows is black, the hood ornament's black, grille, headlight bezels, bumpers, all black. So I'm all for the resto modded look. I think it's awesome. And actually, the colors, they just kind of work, in my opinion. I don't know. I saw it, and it immediately caught my attention. I just thought, that thing is so sick. Even though it's not my thing, I don't know, man. Something really caught my eye about it. We can look at the engine, too, which is all chrome. I just think that's so strange that all that is nice and shiny and polished up. Not black, but I'm not complaining. Trunk is just, you know, whatever. Like, I'll show you it at least has a trunk, but there's really nothing interesting to look at. Interior-wise, well, first of all, that steering wheel's in your crotch. That's not comfortable. Actually, this is kind of cool. Look at this. We got the blurry window roll-up thingamajig. It's actually chrome. I think that's really cool. Let's see. Let's grab this one. This is an absolute beauty. Now, first of all, we ignore that there's a piece of the bumper missing. It's not actually missing. It's just kind of chilling inside the car. I just haven't glued it back in place yet. But this little Corvette is made by a company called Franklin Mint. And they make some of the nicest die-cast cars I think I've ever seen in my life. Right off the bat, all the little plastic pieces, the engine, the transmission, the exhaust, all that. You can already tell it's a high-quality company. The chassis of the car is actually metal, which is really cool. You can take a look at the interior, and this is where you start to see the magic. Check out the door panel, the amount of detail that's put into that. Then we look at the interior, and there's one specific thing about this interior that really, really gets me. I mean, sure, the dash is all stickered up, and we got all those gauges, and the steering wheel is painted brown and chrome, and we got that chrome shifter in there, and the seats are actually made of rubber, which is kind of cool. No, there's something else, and it is that carpet, man. Look at that. That's fabric. Look, that is an actual fabric material on that carpet. How freaking awesome is that? Like, I genuinely have not seen that before. And the entire interior is like it, even through the back window. Like, you can't really see it, but it's all carpet. which is just so insane. Now, we don't have an opening trunk because these old Corvettes just didn't have a trunk, so they can't add one to their model. Hood tips forward, and you can check out the 327 V8 sitting under the hood, which is, again, super detailed. This is a Ford Mustang. I thought it was a Shelby, because look at the taillights. Like, it should be a Shelby, right? But no, if we look at the bottom, it is a 67 Ford Mustang. Honestly, I thought those taillights indicated Shelby, but I might have to do some more research on that. Look at this thing. That is a Harley-Davidson-themed car. You'd think it would be orange for Harley-Davidson, but no, it's actually this really nice burgundy color. I love these wheels, these Resto Mod-like rims. I think they're really, really cool. You can open up the hood, and it's one big piece of plastic, but it's kind of cool because it's got all these colors on it. I don't know. It's satisfying to look at. It's not overly detailed, but it is kind of neat, if you ask me. Trunk-wise, we have... I actually don't know what that is. Maybe it's a fuel cell or something? Although I really, really dig the interior on this one because there's a lot of detail gone into this as well. First of all, the racing bucket seats. There's just a lot going on in that interior, and it's very, very detailed for being a Maisto car. Look at the gauges and even the tachometer lit up in blue right there. I just think that's so cool. Like, even the pedals are painted. Where's the clutch pedal? I'm picking on all these cars for their transmissions now. Where's the clutch pedal? If we look at the other side. That is a manual shifter, right? So where's your third pedal, bud? I don't know. Oh, look at the belts on the seats. How cool is that? All right, we got one more loose, large car to look at. It's this guy. This is a 1/18 scale. It's much bigger than all these other cars. Of a 94 Dodge Viper. I love this color, by the way. Again, always got to hit it with the flashlight. It looks a little bit blue on camera, but it's actually more green in real life looking at it. We got those iconic Viper 3-spoke wheels, which are really, really cool. This isn't really a high-end model. It's only made by Maisto, I think. Again, I'll just show you that it does, in fact, have a trunk. I'm not sure what that little box is, but my buddy's dad actually has a Viper, so I can ask him if he knows what it's for, because I'm lazy and I don't want to Google it right now. We got opening doors and a tan interior, which was actually filthy rotten when I got it, but I cleaned it all up a little bit. We got a ton of stickers on there for all different kinds of gauges, and you got your climate controls. Pedal check. 1, 2, 2. Where's 3? You telling me we got another standard with only 2 pedals? But where is pedal number 3? Oh, we're gonna pretend we never even saw that. Front end of the car, the entire hood and front fenders, all of it, it's just one big piece, and it tips forward, and I just think it's really cool. There's that V10 engine in there, which is just really cool in red and chrome. I just think that's really, really neat. All around, that is a beautiful car. I mean, it's not even that high end of a car, but normally 118 scale... that's not English. 118 scale cars are very expensive and hard to get your hands on anyways. Here's a little look at the base if you want to see it. Look at how fat the tires are on the back of it. Man, that is nice. Alright, let's look at 3 smaller ones. These are 148 scale, I think. Not mine. This does not belong to me. This is a Ford Deluxe, I believe. And it belongs to my grandfather. He picked this one up for his own collection. So we're going to just add that to his collection real quick. Just going to put that right there. No, these are not all mine. Like, this belongs to my grandfather. For those of you who don't actually know, my collection isn't even over there. It's actually right here. It's in these cabinets. I'll do a tour one of these days because all this got moved. So my old collection tour videos are no longer relevant. I'll show you guys soon. Here's a Hummer pickup right here. This is an H3T. We all know the H3 Hummer, but the H3T is, well, T for truck. So we can add this to his collection as well. And we have one more car. It is his 55, yes, Cadillac Eldorado. Dark blue with flames. Kind of has the same vibe as that Bel Air, if you ask me. But yeah, that thing is pretty nice, and I love the detail on the seats as well, and that chrome steering wheel. That is quite nice, if you ask me. I like it. Before we get into some Hot Wheels and carded stuff, we have these 2 cars right here. This is a 37 Studebaker Woody. Oh my goodness, did they do a good job. This thing is wickedly detailed, and yes, I already opened it because I couldn't contain my excitement. I packed it back into the box, and I'm going to open it up with you guys in another video. But if you want to read some of this, you might notice that one of them says, wood panel construction includes real wood laminate. I can confirm that is real wood. So we're definitely going to open this up in another video so I can show you just how crazy this is, because I believe this is more high-end than the Franklin Mint Corvette. I can't wait to show you guys that one. And this one is made by the same company, and this is a heavy, heavy boy. It is the 34 Ford oil tanker. Again, 1/24 scale. That thing is absolutely wicked. Harley-Davidson oil. I do not believe Harley-Davidson had an oil company. I think they maybe did, but they definitely wouldn't have been hauling it in fuel trucks like this. I've opened this one up too. This thing is also wicked, and I can't wait to show you. But it also comes with some, like, accessories to go around the outside of it as well, which is just really cool. Detail collectible item. Recommended for ages 14 and up. I'm 14 and up. Anywho, that's the big stuff. And now we can take this bag and yeet it, and we can start looking at big old bag of Hot Wheels. First of all is this guy, the 1997 first edition series BMW M Roadster. This is actually, well, very old for 1997, right? Right. Yeah, 1996. There you go. $10 is what Buddy wanted for it, but he actually threw it in for free with one of my other purchases. So I think that was really cool that he threw this thing in, because guaranteed this is not an easy one to come by. I'm actually not going to open this one up. I know I probably made some collectors angry because I opened up some other older ones. Like this one here. This is the 77 Dodge Van, 2008 first editions. So it says 2008 in the back. You know, it's pretty old, and a lot of people would probably be upset with me for opening it. But I really don't care. Although it is going to make a fool out of me. I've never opened up a Hot Wheels car with one hand before, so there we go. For how old it is, like, the glue is already kind of decomposed a little bit. That is not the word I was looking for. Broken down a little bit, and it's very, very easy to open up anyways. Oh yeah, that was so worth opening. Look at the bloody paint on that thing. Voice crack. Look at the paint. Now it's purple. Now it's blue. Now it's purple. Now it's blue. Oh my god, that paint job is so nice. The interior is actually dark blue, which is kind of cool. Next, we have this guy. This is an Aqua Velva Racing NASCAR. I have no idea what company made this. It says it's a limited edition diecast collectible, but I can't find it on the internet. I actually had the exact same one as a kid that I, of course, opened and smashed up. I can't find this on the internet. I found a few with a very different package. I have no idea if this is worth anything or not. So until I do some research, I'm not going to open it. Next, we have this guy. It's the G-Machines series. I have never heard of this. Like, I've never, ever heard of this series. This is the 71 Dodge Challenger, the Red Snapper, as it says on the side. And these are much bigger than your normal Hot Wheels car. These are 1/48 scale, I do believe. The car itself is extremely detailed with, like, rubber tires. Lots of separate pieces on it all over. Nice and detailed. Even that interior is really nice with the chrome shifter, the red bucket seats, and the little tachometer on the dashboard. Kind of at the bottom of our package stuff here. Let me just set up my camera for a second, because I do actually want to take this off the base and give you guys a closer look. But here it is, sitting on its little display, and I'm not going to show you yet until I get it off the base so we can take a proper look at it. There we go. Now we can take a proper look at this beautiful thing. It is metal body, metal base, and it has rubber tires. Red lines with chrome rims. I think it's really cool. Lots of details on the back, like taillights, license plate, logos. And the Edelbrock logo is just slapped right across the side of it, which is really cool. I really dig the front end with the chrome little grills and the lights. I think that's really neat. We're gonna lay that right there, otherwise it's going to be in the way. This is the Auto Truck set, and that is probably the most adorable Dodge tow truck I've ever seen in my entire life. This thing has never been opened. We can see on the back 32 plus individual parts, and then you could see like another one of their models taken apart. And I must say, M2 has a lot of pieces in their vehicles. Like, definitely not for babies. Too many choking hazards. But it is great for us collectors. Now, this thing has never been opened before, so I'm going to cut this tape. And we are going to have a first look at it together, shall we? Just gonna dump out that little display case right there, like that. Alright, let's take off the case, because I am itching to get a closer look at this. Here we go. What is... No way. That's not like... Oh my god, are you kidding me? There's actual string on this. Like, like, I thought that was just molded plastic, like really thin, breakable plastic. No, that's an actual string. That's thread right there. Are you kidding me? Like, that's crazy. That is so cool. Yeah, I have never seen that before. That is wicked. Okay, before we look at it in too much detail, we have to see it in all its glory. Let's take it off the base, and then we can really see what we're dealing with. Alright, here we go. I was already excited to open it, and I got even more excited when I got it open, because this thing is so incredibly nice. First of all, metal body, metal chassis, so it's really heavy. We got, like, proper rubber dualies on there. What does it say on the side here? Dodge, Chrysler, Dodge Trucks, DeSoto, Imperial, Plymouth. That's just the different brands that Chrysler owns. This one is really short, and I want to ask you a question. How much weight do you think this truck could take before the front wheels come off the ground? Because I feel like if you put something real heavy on the back of it... no, let's not tow a Dodge. We need to be a little more realistic and tow a Ford. I don't think you actually can tow anything with it, which is disappointing. I don't know, maybe it would actually take a lot more weight than I'm thinking, because it is actually heavier in the front, plus the engine's up there. So, new question, how hard do you think you have to hit the brakes before the back wheels come off the ground? So now we got some loose cars. This car looks like a fantasy casting, because it's wild and crazy looking, but actually no. That is an Alfa Romeo BAT9. Apparently this was a one-hit wonder, meaning Hot Wheels only ever made one version and no other color variation existed. Next is this guy. This is a Lamborghini Countach. This is an older casting. It's kind of their ugly Lamborghini Countach casting. Like, the proportions are really off. The wheels are just tucked in. Even the taillights, that doesn't really look like a Countach, does it? I don't know, something's off about it, but it is really cool. This is a Pontiac Grand Prix NASCAR made by Hot Wheels. I feel like there should be a lot of brand names and logos on it, but there's not. It's kept much cleaner than your average NASCAR. This is a Lincoln Zephyr, and I don't know what you call this look. It's kind of like a Delahaye look, maybe, if that's what it is. But look at all the swoops and curves on it. It barely even looks like a real car. Like, even the wheels are all covered up. I don't know what company made this, but they did a wicked job, because not only do we have opening doors with, like, detailed black and white interior, but we also get an opening hood with a chrome engine, and we also have a trunk with maybe not the appropriate rim to match the car, but we do have a spare tire back there. Here's another one going into the collection. I think this is made by Jada Toys. This is a 1939 Chevy Deluxe, and man, oh man, is that thing nice. I mean, the paint is a little bit scuffed up, it is a little bit old, but it is metal on metal, and it has rubber tires, and it's just a very, very nice, detailed. Next, this is an old Majorette. This is like a big mine dump truck. Big old metal on metal thing with a working dumper, of course. You can't make a dump truck without a working dumper. And the last one that I'm going to put into the collection that's loose is this guy. This is a 56 GMC. It's like a flatbed truck in a beautiful old school paint job with these lovely white wall tires. I just think it's really cool. This one's made by Maisto. Now, the ramp does actually slide back and fold down, which is really cool. So if you really wanted to load a car up on the back and just go towing it somewhere, you totally can, which is really neat. So this is the part of the video I don't mind if you guys skip. There's a lot of cool cars down here, a lot of stuff you might want to see. All of it is beat up, though, so it's up to you if you want to watch. Let's start it off with this guy. A prime example of what's to come. It's a Dodge Viper, and it looks like some little kid decided to give it some racing stripes, because that's just hand-painted on there. Next is a Yachting Ford Thunderbird. Definitely not young. This is very, very old. I think once upon a time it was brown, and look at how much paint is left on, and also that rear wheel is destroyed. So that's a good junkyard piece. This Porsche isn't in bad shape. I was even considering adding this to the collection. Like, I still might. Like, the paint is not perfect, but it's not bad. we got full details on it and some plastic headlights. So this is a 1969 Corvette, all yellow. I have a lot of ideas for customizing this one, so I'm probably going to use it for that. A lot of these are going to be customized vehicles. Here's another Viper made by Maisto again. God, the wheel fitment is really bad on that thing. 98 Dodge Viper GT2. Here's another Maisto. This is a Porsche in silver. Actually like a paper sticker on the front. Like an actual sticker, not like a decal. So I think that's interesting. The wheels are kind of ugly, but the car itself isn't in bad shape. It's actually a pretty nice casting, if you ask me. This one here is the 8 crate, based off of 57 Victoria, and a little kid definitely had some fun giving this a new paint job, because apparently the car used to be blue, but it definitely isn't blue anymore. They decorated it, and now it just looks like a smash-up derby car, but still, I could customize this into something really cool. Yes, the engine's in the back, by the way, which is kind of neat. Here's just a cheap, whatever, made in China tour bus. Sightseeing, and it's got some decals on the side. Yeah, not really anything interesting to say about that one. This one, on the other hand, is my dream car, or one of my many dream cars, the 69 Camaro. This is the Matchbox version. I really wish it was in good shape, but it's not. So I'm definitely going to restore this sometime down the road, because that is just really, really cool. We're just going to start burying everything else. Little kid had some fun with this one as well. This is a Honda Civic. Used to be purple with green rims, and now it's just splattered in white paint. Like some, I don't know. It just looks vandalized now, but that could be a really cool custom as well. It's got a neat, like, JDM body kit on it. I think that's pretty cool. This is a cheap, whatever, made in China car. It kind of has that look of a 57 Bel Air, but I don't know. What catches my attention are these headers, because I could easily take those headers and put them on another car as a custom. That would be really cool. This one here is called the Midnight Auto, based off probably an old Ford, maybe, hot rod. I'm really not sure. Not really in bad shape, although I do have some great ideas for customizing this one as well. The axles are bent up a little bit. There's some chrome coming off it, but hey, it's still pretty neat. This one has the iconic Ford racing paint job from back in the 60s, white with blue stripes, just like the one that exploded in Ford versus Ferrari. Not really sure what this one is. It kind of resembles a Ferrari F40 if you ask me, but it's just a cheap Chinese, made in China looking thing. Now this one here I got really excited about. This is a Charger police car, and the very first thing I thought of when I saw this car was the Fast and Furious Vault Chargers. Like, if I could get a second one of these, I would totally make 2 of these to go with my Fast and Furious collection, and I'd even make like a little vault to be towing behind them, and I mean, that would just be so cool. This one's kind of cool. I mean, I saw it and I said, oh, well, that's just a cheap Chinese Honda Civic knockoff. But actually, no, this is licensed by Hot Wheels, and it is made for McDonald's. The stickers are worn off, but other than the stickers, this thing is mint. Here's a BMW, I don't know, something, made by Maisto, a little bit cheaper of a brand. I mean, we got a logo on the front, we got a logo on the back, that's it. I do like that they took the time to detail black around the windshield, though. That's pretty nice. BMW Z8. Here's a Ford Mustang. Ford Mustang GT concept. Yeah, the concept of the Mustang actually had Shelby taillights on it, which is kind of neat. I love the color. I think the color is super cool, but it is kind of beat up. But I would love to restore this one as well, because I think that's a really neat casting, if you ask me. Here's a 70 Buick GSX, another cool one for a custom. I love grabbing these American muscle cars, because they're really neat to customize. Again, stretched up, but it has so much customizing potential. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this thing, but I have so many ideas, it's not even funny. Here's a 1940 Ford, or as they call it, the Passion Gasser. I love that name. It cracks me up every time I see it. The Passion Gasser. Matte black. I really like how they put lettering on that rear tire. It's kind of a shame that it's not in perfect shape. I mean, it's really not bad, but I'm very particular about what goes into my collection. I try to keep everything mint. That one's not quite mint. Neither is this one, which is also a shame. This is a Ferrari. And Hot Wheels Ferraris are very hard to come by these days because they lost their license to make them a long time ago. This is a Ferrari 250 LM. Here's another one with some customizing potential. This is a Johnny Lightning. She's beat up and smashed up. However, tons of detail on it. We got that engine in there as well. A lot of detail on the front, lots of detail on the back. Metal body, metal base, and although the tires are plastic, it does have some very, very nice, perfectly mint chrome rims. So I might steal those wheels and put on something else. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it is really, really cool. Then there's this guy. This is a Fox body Ford Mustang, and it's a slot car. I have no idea what track it belongs to. But, yeah, this is actually a slot car, so it has a little motor in it, and these wheels on the back would spin when these two little metal whatchamacallits make contact with the rails on the track. I just think that's really cool. I just wish I could maybe make it work someday. We'll see. Next, we have a Jaguar. This one's really cool. I have a convertible version in my collection. This is a hardtop version. Black with red rims. I'm not sure how I feel about the red rims. I feel like that would have been really nice chrome. But it doesn't matter. We got details on the back, the taillights, the license plate. Same old deal on the front with the grille and the headlights. And red interior. This is another one that has a lot of customizing. It's not English. Potential to me. This is a London Taxi. And that is just a really cool looking car. I would love to just cut a hole in the hood and stick a blower out the front of it. Maybe jack it up in the rear with some muscle car tires and rims. I don't know. That would be really cool in my opinion. Look at how big our pile is getting, by the way. This is getting mad. Next we have this motorcycle, probably 1/24 scale or something like that. Missing handlebars, otherwise it's pretty much complete. I think the kickstands broke off it though. Yeah, it's just a generic chopper. I don't even know what company makes it, but it's kind of neat. Maybe I'll fix it up, give it a pair of handlebars, and I'll stick it in the back of one of my 1/24 scale pickups. I think that would be cool. Also, we got only 4 more cars to look at. This guy is the Surf Crate. This is a really cool looking hot rod. Like, really neat. And it's actually in really good shape as well. Really, the only damage is a little bit of chrome that's rubbing off. Don't know how you get your door open, though, is the only thing. Like, the exhaust is right in front of the door. Like, how do you open that thing, man? This guy is a 1/48 scale, Oldsmobile 442. It's a real shame that it's missing the rear wheels because that's all I would need to restore it, but that's fine. We can 3D print some wheels for this thing and do a full restoration. I wouldn't even touch the interior because the interior is beautifully detailed and it is, like, untouched. Might give it a new paint job. We'll see what I do with this one. Definitely going to try and restore this one too. This is a Jaguar E-Type, again, 1/48 scale. This one features opening doors, though. I think it had a roof once upon a time, but it broke off. And you can see on the base here, whoa, avalanche. You can see on the base here, it's kind of cracked, and the rear axle just doesn't stay in place anymore. But I can fix all that. Like, this thing is totally repairable, and I can totally restore this one day. Next is a Ferrari Testarossa. Actually, I don't know what this is. Back and down the side, like, no doubt. It is 100% a Ferrari Testarossa. And, of course, it's just made in China, so it's a knockoff or something like that. One more car, and it is the Gravedigger from Monster Jam. I like collecting these monster trucks. Okay, I gotta move my phone. I like collecting these monster trucks. This one's not in perfect shape, and I've kind of gotten a lot of these Gravedigger trucks just kind of sitting around now. So here's another one to add to that pile. Rolls extremely wonk. Like, look at those wheels, man. Very, very wonk. But either way, it's still a monster truck, meaning we can drive over this entire pile and crash it, apparently. I have over an hour of recording here. I really hope this video doesn't turn out to be that long. I gotta edit this and shorten it, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. What was your favorite? Well, my favorite was definitely probably the oil truck and the Lennox delivery van. I really can't pick a favorite because even some of these 1/24 scale cars that I have completely buried are really nice. But anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Be sure to like, subscribe, all this stuff I'm not going to take an eternity telling you guys to do. I will see ya.